Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most dramatic and life-changing events in history, the medieval plague, also known as the Black Death. What happened? How did it spread? And most importantly, how did it change the world forever? Stick around because you're about to find out. First off, let's talk about what the medieval plague actually was. The Black Death swept through Europe in the 14th century and killed millions of people. Some estimates say about 25 to 30 million people, which was around 1/3 of Europe's population. But what exactly caused it? Was it a curse? A punishment from God? Let's look deeper. The Black Death was caused by a bacteria called Yersinia pestis. It was primarily spread through fleas that lived on rats, which were common in Europe during the 1300s. These fleas would bite humans, passing the bacteria into their bloodstream, causing the deadly disease. Now, you might be wondering, how did the plague spread so quickly across Europe? Well, there were a few key factors. One of the biggest reasons was trade. Ships carrying goods between Europe and Asia brought along rats and fleas. This is how the disease traveled so quickly from the east, across the Mediterranean, and into Europe. The first recorded outbreak in Europe happened in 1347, when a fleet of ships from the Black Sea docked at the Italian port of Messina. The sailors, many of whom were sick or dying, brought the disease with them. From there, it spread like wildfire. So, how did people know they had the plague? Well, it wasn't easy, and the symptoms were terrifying. Some of the early symptoms included fever, chills, and headaches. But things got worse really quickly. People would develop large, painful lumps called buboes. That's where the name bubonic plague comes from. These buboes would appear in the armpits, groin, or neck, and they would grow huge, sometimes the size of an apple. And in many cases, the infection would spread so fast that people would die just a few days after showing symptoms. The Black Death wasn't just a health crisis, it completely changed society. People were terrified. Many thought that the plague was a punishment from God, and so they turned to religion, praying for mercy. Some even started to punish themselves to atone for their sins, hoping to escape the wrath of God. Medieval doctors, like the ones we see in creepy bird-shaped masks, thought that bad smells or miasmas caused the plague, so they used things like herbs and flowers to block out the stench. Some even carried around posies of flowers in hopes of keeping the disease away. Others tried quarantines. In places like Venice, ships and their passengers were kept isolated for weeks to make sure no one was carrying the disease. While the Black Death killed millions, it also had a strange effect on the world that no one expected. With so many people gone, the labor shortage actually gave workers more power. Wages went up, and the old feudal system started to break down. It was the beginning of the end for medieval Europe and paved the way for the Renaissance, a period of great cultural growth. Surviving families inherited land and wealth, which allowed them to invest in new ideas and technologies, leading to great advances in art, science, and literature. Even today, we feel the legacy of the Black Death. The plague helped shape how we deal with pandemics today. Modern medicine has come a long way. But we still study the Black Death to understand how diseases spread and how we can protect ourselves. The medieval plague was one of the darkest times in human history, but it also played a crucial role in shaping the modern world. From how we think about disease to how societies evolved, the Black Death left a lasting mark on history. So the next time you hear about a pandemic or disease outbreak, remember how humanity has survived challenges in the past, and how we keep learning from history to make a better future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fun, educational content. See you next time.